How's it going, everyone? My name is David Hollingshead and I'm the owner of Skipball, and today I'm going to talk about the 3 ways that you can play, as well as some common misconceptions that I see popping up. So the first way you can play is called original Skipball, and it's very similar to how you would play horse or pig in basketball. So the basics of it are you get to call your own shot, whatever you want, and then if you successfully make it, your opponent has to do the same. And if they miss, then they get a letter. And you can play to skip ball, skip, or any word that you can come up with. Anything kind of works. So for example, if I call the shot 2-5 and I successfully make it, then my opponent would have to do the same. And if they miss, then they get their letter. If they make it, then it goes back to the original team and they can call whatever they want. Some common misconceptions that I see popping up with this though is people don't understand the numbering system. So the numbering system works going sequentially upwards away from you. So if I'm on this side, then the numbers go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And similarly, if I'm on the other side, they're on the left side of the boards and they go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what people tend to think that is, if I call the shot 2-5, then they have to hit the literal boards that they actually hit. But that would not be correct, because when you're on the other side, that would actually be the boards 1 and 4. So you don't actually hit the physical boards that they called, but actually the same numbers. So when I'm on this side, I hit the actual board number 2 and number 5. So another misconception I see are people not understanding the colors of the boards. So the colors of the boards are only there to call more challenging shots and make the game a little bit more advanced. So for example, if I call the number blue 1, then I have to hit within the actual blue part of the board. Otherwise, if I just call the number 1, then all number 1 is free to hit. And this goes the same for all the other boards. 2-4 is split vertically, and then if you call 3 circle, then you have to hit within the white circle of the board. There's also 2 rings on each side, which make the game even more advanced. So an example shot would be 2-4 ring, and if I call the ring shot and I make it, then the other team has to do the same. And the ring, all you have to do is hit within the ring and a successful make within inside the ring. The last rule I want to go over is specifying your shot even more. So for example, if you call the shot 2-4 and you successfully hit both of these tiles, then the ball can hit anywhere you want afterwards. So it can hit tile 5 if it wants, it can hit the table if it wants, and it doesn't matter. However, if you call the shot 2-4 over, then this tells your opponent that you want to hit tiles 2-4 and then go over the end of the table. So they would have to do the same, and if they don't make it over the end of the table after number 4, then the shot isn't successful and they would get a letter. The second way to play is called standard 21, and this is where each tile is worth a specific amount of points and you play and add them up until someone reaches 21. So in this game, each tile itself is worth 1 point, and then the rings are worth 3. So for example, if I call the shot 1, 3, 5, then you would add up 1 plus 1 plus 1, so that would be 3 points if I successfully make it. And then if you wanted to add a more challenging shot with the ring, such as 3 ring, then that would be 1 plus 3 equaling 4 points. You go back and forth with your opponent until someone reaches 21 and you win by 2. The third way to play is called ladder 21, and this is different than the previous game because the tiles are worth a different amount of points. So in this game, tile 1 is worth 1 point, 2 is worth 2, 3 is worth 3, 4 is worth 4, and 5 is worth 5, and the ring is worth a whopping 6 points. In this game, the points also cancel. So for example, if I call the shot 2-4 ring, then that would be 2 plus 4 plus 6 equaling a total of 12 points. The opponent can then go for the same shot, which would cancel, and they would be 0-0, or they could go for an above shot. So example 2, 3, 4 ring. So this would give them 15 points, and if they successfully make it, then the score would be 3-0. This goes back and forth just like the previous game until someone equals 21, win by 2. If at any point during the game someone calls a shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ring, then that would equal 21 and they would automatically win. But this shot would actually be an instant winner in all 3 versions of the game. So again, if you call a shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ring, then you automatically win at any point. And I hope you guys like this introduction to the game of Skipball, and I hope you have a great time playing it as well.